Hello, thank you for watching Chitrarupa Yoga and Fitness. I'm Laura Wilson, showing you ways to modify yoga poses and exercises so that everybody can find a way to work out and keep moving. Today we're going to do a challenging balance workout, and what that means is I'm picking two balance poses that are quite challenging. We're going to look at Warrior 3 and Balancing Half Moon. We're going to do them both at the wall. For Balancing Half Moon though, if you happen to have some blocks, I highly recommend the blocks, but since we're going to do them against a wall, you may not need them. So we're already going to totally modify both of these poses as we begin to work on them. So make sure that you have a nice non-slick surface. You can get near a wall if necessary. You might not need it. For those of you who are a little more experienced and familiar with these poses already, for those who are new, this is going to be something informative. But please remember to subscribe to the channel, ask your friends to subscribe, and if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button underneath, and let me know in the comments what you think, which of these two poses you found more challenging. I'll tell you what mine is at the end of the video. Let's just begin with a little mild warm-up though. So we're just going to begin to move. Let's hold as we forward fold here, pushing our fingers back, squeezing our shoulder blades together. This is one variation that we can look at for our arms in Warrior 3. And let's inhale up, bringing our hands to our heart. And again, we're going to come halfway forward. This is the second option that we can do with our hands in Warrior 3. And let's inhale up and just take it to a little chair flow here, since we are going to be balancing on one leg at a time. Let's step out a little bit, take it here. And let's go ahead and circle at our hips. And we're going to take our arms overhead. Let's inhale up and just come forward for just a moment. This is the third and final arm position, the official arm position for Warrior 3. I'm not going to demonstrate that one too much today. That's one reason we're going to be at the wall as we do this. Let's step out, take this side to side. And a little twisting. Just to get our body ready to go. We're going to get fired up holding these balance poses anyway. Let's bring this up. So just beginning with a little assessment, let's take our left foot forward, right foot back. And already we can begin to press our hands back, bring them to our heart. And until we get to the wall, I don't recommend reaching overhead. So as we lift this leg up, the ultimate goal is to get parallel to the floor by counterbalancing with our upper body. So counterbalancing with our hands here or here. Let's try the other side, just beginning with that little assessment. Staying tall, keeping our toes down. We can even hinge forward a little bit with the toes down. Then begin to lift up and balance. And already we're noticing one side is usually a little more stable than the other, totally normal. Let's come to the wall. And we'll start on our left foot again. And this time, if we're at the wall, we can take our fingers or hands to the wall and bring our body parallel. So this way we get a feel for the full pose without falling over or straining our lower back. Reaching our arms overhead like this can cause quite a strain to the lower back. Let's take this to the other side. So stay at the wall if you like doing it that way. Otherwise, we're going to go back to those first variations that we looked at. Bring this up, take it to the other side. And you may have already found the spot where your hands are the best help. You can even take them out wide. Let's bring this up, shake that out. Let's circle our hips again. And we're going to take a little cat and cow just to loosen up our back, especially if we did reach our hands overhead at the wall. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll also show you another variation of using the wall for Warrior 3. But let's look at our balancing half moon. I'm going to put a block over here and a block over here. Highly recommend doing this one with your back against a wall. I know this is a window. It took me a year or so to really get this pose, so if it's challenging to you, there's a reason. It's meant to be. I'm not going to be pressing against the window, hopefully. Let's go ahead and start in a Warrior 1, and we're going to hinge forward. Let's take both hands to our block, or you can have both blocks over here for now. Same thing. We're going to lift this leg up parallel to the floor, but we're going to start to open our hip. So our toes are going to point toward the screen. And if this is as far as you get today, I think this is as far as I got the first time I tried it. We can begin, to open up, and you can lean against the wall for this. Opening up here. But just kind of work your way through one leg up, turn it forward. You can revisit this video and maybe get to where you're here. Sometimes, ultimately, you want to get to where you're here. Let's bring this down. And just cross this leg over the other and take a side stretch. So these are some poses that you can work on. I'm trying to show them in a way where you can stop at one level. When you're ready, work to the next. So you can watch this video over and over the next year. Like I said, it took me a year of working on this pose to get it. So let's bring our other leg forward. Both hands on our block or the floor, lifting our back leg up, and then just work now on opening up toward the screen. And then eventually, when you're ready to move forward, lift up, lean against the wall. Maybe eventually we'll get our hand to the ceiling. Ultimately, we might let this hand hover in the air or take it to the floor. I'm not even going to try that today. I can already tell it's not going to happen. Let's bring this down, and we'll take this leg across and give it a stretch. And look out for some more deep stretches. I'll do some standing deep stretches, links to those videos in the description below. Let's go ahead and stay standing up right now, because we might feel a little dizzy, a little bit of blood pressure increase from being in those bent forward positions. This is kind of like a plank pose. Very much so. So let's do a standing upright balance pose that you've done before. Standing balance pigeon. Just to kind of bring the blood back down out of our head and help us focus on balance that we're used to. Woo. So I promised at the end of the video I'd tell you which one of these was my favorite. So you can let me know in the comments below whether you liked Warrior 1 or Warrior 3 or Balancing Half Moon better. To be honest, I like Balancing Half Moon better. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that bonus pose now, a variation for our Warrior 3, only for the bold. And again, listen to your own body about whether you should even try this. What we can do is find a spot where we can take this leg on the wall, and that way we've got this foot on the wall, and we might even be able to reach forward because we're pushing into the wall. So that's another way to use the wall Hopefully my legs are the same length. But we can also lean against the wall like this. So those are some variations. Let's lift and balance here. Be sure to check out those deep stretches. Let me know which of those poses you found to be the most likable. And make sure to ask your friends to subscribe to my channel, and do hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. I'll see you next time.